This is going to be Auchindoun as a Mistweaver monk. Auchindoun is the name of the complex that contains Sethek Halls, Shadow Labyrinth, Mana Tombs, and Auchinai Crypts. Back in Outland.
To bolster the defenses against their assault. Follow me. We will report to her.
When you go to those dungeons, it's like in ruins. Just a bunch of rubble, pretty much.
Isn't it? Just think.
So here we get to see.
Outsiders to see inside Auchindoun.
Here we get to see it intact, as its own dungeon. Because Warlords of Draenor takes place in alternate world Draenor, which becomes Outland, but like we're in like, you know, what could be the present if the past had gone differently or something.
No matter.
So it's pretty calm right now.
Let us proceed.
Everybody's friendly. Get to spend time with a bunch of Draenei here. Showing us their holy places.
The Vindicators and the Exarchs of the past. Heroes all. Their souls still remain with us here.
I see 2 paladins in the party, 2 different pink texts. So 1 retribution, 1 protection, I think. Somebody with an empty resource bar, probably a warrior. Oh, right, this place has like a bunch of cutscenes in it. I see myself and my other party members in that scene. There I am.
No.
Yes, Tulani. Now you see. Your efforts were valiant. I did not think the Anchorites could power the defenses with only 1 of the crystals. But nothing will stop my plan, nor that of my masters. And the only things in our way...
You have to stop them.
Are you, Tulani, and your outsider friends.
Got my cursor like right in the middle of the screen here. Okay, so something bad happened to her. Everybody else seems to have held still and actually watched that, or at least waited for me realize that I was watching it. I don't know which of those was true. But yeah, I actually got away with watching that cinematic. That's not the last one that's going to be in here. Oh boy, nature locked. Interrupts are happening. Ground effects and stuff. I'm like standing right in them. Somebody has Blessing of Protection on them. Alright. I was correct about Warrior, and the other one is... Oh right, Paladin and Hunter. Okay. Sever Tendon, that's right. You do these annoying things where you make me move slowly. I recover after a few seconds, but it's annoying for the duration. This place is real interesting in time-walking mode. It's tuned pretty hard. Currently level 85. I forget what the minimum is for queuing up for this. It's probably... Or sorry, 95. It's probably 93 or something, but the item level is, again, what really gates me. Hard to get the items together to be able to meet that requirement. Don't think I'm going to manage to get into a whole lot of Warlords of Draenor dungeons beyond this on this character. I forget how many I do manage to do. But there's only like 5 that are easy to get into. I think I do try to get into the harder to get into ones a little bit, and I have some like partial runs in some of them. Let's see when I get there. I'm not extremely familiar with this place. I've run it like 3 or 4 times total now. 2 or 3 times as this character and once on my mage. That was a little while ago though. I just sort of know you come in, go left to do this, kill the dudes around the center, and then, okay, big crystal shatters. And I fight somebody here. Protector, okay, this is the one where... I'm gonna have to hide behind a shield or something, I think.
I will strike you down.
The Protector still answers your call. You will have to defeat it.
Okay, right, so you put weird, like, veins in the ground that I don't want to stand on, I think. I'm standing right in that thing. I moved slightly away from the center of it, but not far enough. Barely took any damage, though. Yeah, Vigilant Cathar hurls his holy shield at Osha. Right. Yeah, so when consecrated light is happening, hide behind the shields. Kind of like, well, not exactly. A little bit like Forgemaster Garfrost over in Pit of Saron. Only you're hiding behind the shield for a different purpose. I'm not so sure about these veins on the ground. Like, I'm standing basically on one and I don't seem to be getting hurt by it. Maybe, oh, I walked across and did take 731 damage. So I think they do damage. It's just they're very small, like, you know, they're in the areas it looks like they are, and no more than that. Yeah, okay, I walked across, 700 some damage again. Alright, people learned to hide, mostly. Sort of. This paladin didn't. He's just, like, running away and not behind the shield. Alright.
She got away. The defenses.
Alright, so somebody's making some trouble here.
So many of her order were corrupt.
And we're gonna go kill them for it, I guess.
I will gather any who remain loyal here and protect them. You, please, go put a stop to this madness.
We sure chose quite a time to visit your holy place. I wonder what the pretext of the visit here is supposed to be. I've never done any quests in the zone that contains this out in Diener. I'd say someday I will, but I'm not sure that's true. We'll see. No, I'll have to. Lore Master of Draenor is a requirement for getting flying there. I guess I could just wait until next expansion when you just get flight for whatever. Like, I have flight unlocked in Legion and Battle for Azeroth, but not for Warlords of Draenor right now. I just haven't spent as much time in that world and bothered to get it. Because you kind of just breeze through the level 90 to 100 range pretty quickly. It doesn't take very long at all, I found. Like, quickly enough that I don't really miss being able to fly around all that much at all, really. It would still be nice. For completion. And for convenience. So we go through this whole hallway, all the way back around to the other side of the ring, I think. Fight somebody, then come back to the center, and I don't have my objectives open right now. I don't know if there are 3 or 4 bosses in here. I want to say it's 4, but it might be 3. So it looks like the dudes here like to just run around and do whatever they're gonna do. Not stick to the one who has their attention. I remember this hallway going on for a bit longer than I would like it to. What am I standing in, I wonder? Well, I moved my cursor up there, but I was moving at the same time, so I didn't get to see. Okay, hey, you did that chain thing to me, like what I saw in Iron Docks. So that's just a thing. Basically just a death grip with a more, with a different animation. I see that light barrier there. What's Soulbinder Nyami?
I will
In a Winter Veil hat.
into darkness.
Okay, we're doing a hallway boss here. Got it. Man, I wish I hadn't done this during this season, because it just makes fights like this overly goofy. This is a goofy game overall, but like, I could do without like the silly hats.
Spirits are mine to command.
What's happening with... I was seeing what looked like taunt effects. Okay, so this is a, is Eridax the name of that boss in Grim Batal? An effect like the... You know, that thing that he does.
Old is unfinished.
Go to the Eye of the Storm and stand there so you don't take too much damage, I guess. Summon some ghosts to help her. Too late, my master comes, so she's the one who started the trouble in here, I guess. She's dealt with, but...
Auchindoun, secure this chamber.
Alright, 2 more bosses. Nyami's agents, they went this way. Alright.
The barrier protecting Auchindoun is asunder.
Whoa. So now in come the Infernals and other demons.
Foul force is penetrated.
So there's these interesting imps coming up that do something. I had definitely studied the adventure guide for this dungeon prior to coming into it. So I had a good idea about what to do for everything. Right now I'm not remembering super clearly. Cackling Pyromaniac. Fell Blast? Is that what that says? Yeah, so if that goes off, it can be interrupted by anybody who has an interrupt, which doesn't include me right now. But yeah, you just don't want to let them do that. It has a very long cast time. They hold still for it, so either kill them quick or interrupt them before they finish the cast. That's going to be happening in the middle of this upcoming boss fight. It looks like it's in just a relatively small area around the imp, but maybe it's larger than it looks. This one's just running back and forth and doing nothing. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of Fell Blasts. I'm running right into the middle of that, and leg sweeping. Good. Good move. That interrupts them all at once, but they'll go right back to casting it again. Kind of watching to see if any of those go off. I don't think they have yet. I sort of want to see what they do. Azakel. Okay, that's who we're fighting. Ah, we got their attention too. Okay, so we got those in the room also. That's fine. This Fell Blast just doesn't look all that threatening. Like, it's probably bad. You know, something with that long a cast time that's so easy to interrupt. Seems like it's likely to be a deadly. Maybe it leaves like a ground effect on the ground or something. Like a death field you really don't want to step into. Like what I'm seeing right in the center of the room. I don't know. Still haven't seen one actually go off. At least not that I could tell. That one I think went off. Didn't look too bad. Okay. So yeah, looks like at least a normal Cackling Pyromaniac doesn't really matter. I'm gonna guess Fell Stomp there is what pushed me back that one time, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay.
Dares meddle in the words of the Legion. This world, all worlds.
So he comes with like a portal in the center. The Legion, that's not till next expansion. You're a bit early. Okay, so Fellash hurts a bit. Only a bit, though. Laws of Argus. Okay, so here's where the cackling pyromaniacs are going to come from, maybe? Felguards, and yeah, pyromaniacs. Got it. So extra demons coming in. Blazing Trickster. Those are the ones that run around and, like, incapacitate if you get too close to them or something? I think that's what I saw earlier. Oh yeah, there's fire on the ground. I'm standing right in it. Okay, that didn't look like too big a deal. Another cutscene, huh? Oh good, my cursor hit itself.
The Draenei held such delicious treasures in their temple. Do you dare challenge me, defenders of Auchindoun?
Well, that didn't go too well for them.
Such decadence. It will all burn. Go down.
Their little hands holding that portal open.
Such foolishness.
Wow.
More
That's just
than
silly.
you could ever know.
So we got a little event going on here that's kind of like Mage Lord Uram and the Oculus. Bunch of little places with a few dudes you have to fight. So the main one becomes fightable. This scene is long. Everybody else is probably long since gone from my location by now. Oh yeah, I'm the only one here. Okay. Down here! Yeah, well, I was somewhere else, watching a movie. Just waiting on cinematic watchers. Yeah, okay. So, it was me. I was the one doing it. It is nice to have someone who's aware of that, but at the same time, you know, I should just be skipping those. It was kind of interesting, I guess, though. We know what happened to the defenders who are supposed to be taking care of the main problem while we take care of the secondary ones. Now it's up to us. Yeah, so more than anything, this just reminds me of the Oculus. Whoa, that was a cool effect. Nightborn warrior. Okay, that's... I couldn't recognize the yells I was hearing. So that's what a Nightborn sounds like. I have one of those, but he's a warlock, and he doesn't use his voice very much. Plays something that attacks in melee, and you hear a lot more voice clips from it than something that just stands in the back and casts spells or shoots a bow or whatever. Ooh, that's not something I want to stand in. It's actually not nearly as bad as it looks. Okay, so not super deadly whirlwind, but probably best not to stand in it. Yeah, okay, this damage is stacking up. So yeah, if by staying in that for most of its duration, I lost just about half of my health. It's not gonna kill me unless I just, like, pay no attention to healing, but, you know, makes me work a little bit at the healing. Alright, and teleport to next place. All the different kinds of... Okay, so we fought the Warlock with the Imp, then we fought the Warlock with the Felguard, now we fight the Warlock with the Voidwalker, and the Voidwalker instantly died? Huh. Weird. So he refuses to move out of his Rain of Fire, huh? Guess we'll just fight inside it. It doesn't look too bad, though. Alright, now the center.
This power, you will be the first to know it.
Alright, so I want to watch for Tarangor's, what is it, Curse of Agony or something? There's one real nasty effect he does that on time walking is basically guaranteed to kill a person it goes on, no matter who they are. It's not healable through. I can try and delay their death, but it's not going to do much. I just want to see how hard it hits on normal. I had Corruption on me for a bit, which wasn't too bad. I wonder if he doesn't do it on normal. So we got Primal Rage, Hunter Bloodlust. Yeah, he's gonna die before he curses, isn't he? Doesn't look like he's deciding to do it. Okay, well, guess we won't find out. Alright, he leaves and we win.
You did it here. This is not enough to thank you for your actions, but it is what we have to give.
Alright, there we go. That's Auchindoun. Cool place.
Rebuild. We will never allow our souls to fall.
A little bit of waiting for, like, cinematics and things, people to do stuff. People want to do another dungeon. I guess I decided to come along with them, because this was a cool group. I like the people here. Alright, so we go to another dungeon. I'm not sure which, because that's where my footage ends. I'll see you next time.